the next crucial question. Do people want the re-election of the BSP government? Are they seeking change? And this is very interesting because a massive 66% of the people who are polled say that they want change in Uttar Pradesh. 67% of the people craving for change. Only 29% asking for re-election for Mayawati. I now want to come to our next set of graphics on the issue of whether people support Mayawati's massive expenditure on constructing parks, constructing statues. Do people of Uttar Pradesh support that? A whopping 74%. 3/4 of the people say they do not support Mayawati and her projects, which they believe is unnecessary and wasteful expenditure. Only 21% of the people think that's a good idea. And on the crucial issue of splitting Uttar Pradesh, does Mayawati enjoy popular support? This was considered a game-changing idea, but unfortunately on the ground, 70% of the people actually opposed to Mayawati's plan to split Uttar Pradesh into 4 different states. I want MJ Akbar's analysis on how people in Uttar Pradesh perceive the performance of the Mayawati government.
Look, if it was a straight 1-to-1 election, if it is a question of Mayawati versus any other party, with these kind of polling figures that you see, there would hardly be an election. But the anti-Mayawati vote is split into very strong and very well-defined camps, because there are 3 contenders for power and each one has his kind of fortress vote. The Congress is at the last actually of the 3. Marginally ahead is BJP by about 2-3%, and then it is Mulayam who is now emerging as the principal votary or the principal beneficiary of the anti-Maya sentiment. While Mayawati repeatedly, and I think you have to actually also take into account that the UP vote, there was one great surprise for me. Well, not surprise, it's good news. That almost 75 to 80% of the people were saying that their principal motivator for the decision would be governance and would not be caste. However, in reality, caste is a factor. So when you break down the caste factor, you see that Mayawati is actually extremely strong in her own core base. She has actually built up her strength from 70% to 76% in her core base. And she is managing to attract about 23, the same amount of Muslim vote as the Congress.